Hard drives cost roughly 46% more than they did last September. That single fact should change which NAS you buy in 2026, and I'll explain exactly how near the end. Every price and spec here was checked against the manufacturer's own product pages this month, and every speed figure comes from a named lab: Storage Review, IT Pro's Binary Testing Lab, NAS Compares, Tech Power Up, NeoWin. 2 teasers. One of these 6 needs no power cable running to the box at all, and one hit 9.2 gigabits per second in iometer testing. Not the one you'd guess. I'm also naming the storage device half the internet recommends, that you should refuse to buy. Product links are in the description. Number 6, Ubiquiti UniFi UNAS 2, $199, diskless, direct from the UniFi store. This is the one with no power cable at the box. Ubiquiti includes a 60-watt PoE++ injector, so a single Ethernet run carries power and data to the NAS. To be precise, the injector itself still plugs into an outlet. It just sits back at your switch instead of beside the unit. If the spot you want has one network drop and no socket, nothing else here solves that. Inside is a 1.7 GHz quad-core ARM Cortex-A55 with 4 GB of RAM, 2 3.5-inch bays, and 1 2.5 gigabit port. Storage Review measured sequential reads of roughly 258 to 266 megabytes per second, essentially the practical ceiling of a 2.5 gigabit link. For backups, the network is not your bottleneck. Your drives are. Now the honest part. 2 bays, RAID 1 only, no M.2 slots, no hot swap, no Docker, no Plex, no virtual machines. UniFi drive handles SMB, NFS, Time Machine, snapshots, pool encryption, and scheduled backups out to Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, Amazon S3, Backblaze B2, or Wasabi. That is the whole feature set. Buy it if you already run UniFi networking and want one mirrored backup target inside the same dashboard as everything else. Buying note: this is a direct online purchase from Ubiquiti. You will not find it on a store shelf. If you prefer holding the box first, skip to number 1. Number 5. UGREEN NASync DH4300 Plus. 4 bays, for what most brands charge for 2. UGREEN lists it at $439.99 and has been selling it at $399.99. 4 bays at that price matter more than the discount, because RAID 5 wastes far less capacity than RAID 1, and you can start with 2 drives and grow. Official specs: an 8-core Rockchip processor, 4 performance plus 4 efficiency cores, with a 6-TOPS neural engine that UGREEN Pro uses to sort photos by face and scene. 8 GB of LPDDR4X soldered. 4 SATA bays, up to 128 terabytes using 4 32 terabyte drives. RAID 0, 1, 5, 6, and 10. 1 2.5 gigabit port, HDMI at 4K 60, and USB ports at 5 gigabits. Not 10, despite what some older reviews claim. On power, UGREEN's own figures are 22.89 watts during drive access and 7.23 watts in hibernation. NeoWin's transfer testing never pushed it past 28.1 watts. Either way, this is cheap to run around the clock. I'll be straight with you. No independent lab has published sustained throughput numbers for this model, so plan around the 2.5 gigabit ceiling rather than a benchmark. Real capacity math from UGREEN. 4 32 terabyte drives in RAID 5 give roughly 96 terabytes. RAID 6 or 10 give roughly 64. Limits: no M.2 slots, so no SSD cache. Docker yes, virtual machines no. No Intel Quick Sync, so direct play beats transcoding. Warranty is 2 years. Buying note: UGREEN Direct and Amazon. Online first purchase. Number 4. ASUSTOR Nimbustor. 2 Gen 2 model AS5402T 2 hard drive bays, 4 M.2 NVMe slots. Read that again, because it is why this unit made the list. Most 2-bay boxes give you 0 or 2 M.2 slots. This one gives 4, tool-free, each with a cooling vent, and they hold real storage volumes, not just cache. Under the hood, Intel Celeron N 5105, quad-core at 2 GHz with a 2.9 boost, 4 GB of DDR4, 2933 upgradable to 16, and 2.5 gigabit ports supporting SMB multi-channel for throughput past a single link. Hardware-assisted Plex transcoding is included. Android Central ran one for over 3 months and called it the strongest hardware package in the sub-$500 2-bay class. Pricing is where 2026 stings. Launch price was $369. US retailer listings now sit closer to $400 to $430. The 3-year warranty, longer than anything else here, softens that. Here is the clever move nobody mentions. With drive prices where they are, those 4 M.2 slots let you build a quiet flash volume and keep the 2 spinning bays purely for bulk archive. Very few machines at this price allow that split. Buying note, Amazon, Newegg, and B&H all online, and ASUSTOR's US support is online only. Now the one I promised. The device I'd tell you to walk away from is the Western Digital MyCloud Home. It sits near the top of Amazon's storage charts and gets recommended constantly because it is cheap and looks simple. The problem is architectural. It is built around a Western Digital cloud account, not around your network. Local network access is a secondary mode you enable per user, capped at a handful of simultaneous local users, and Western Digital's own support pages describe it as the fallback for when cloud services are unavailable. When those services went down in 2023, owners lost access to files sitting on a drive inside their own house. The base model is a single drive, so there is no redundancy either. Any of the 6 here is a better use of your money. Number 3, TerraMaster F4-425 Plus. The first machine here built for speed rather than convenience. Intel N150 quad-core, burst up to 3.6 GHz. 16 gigabytes of DDR5 and 1 SO-to-M slot, upgradable to 32. 4 SATA bays plus 3 M.2 NVMe slots. 3, not 2, for 144 terabytes combined in an aluminum chassis with dual 5 gigabit ports. Independent numbers. NAS Compares tested 4 Toshiba MG Enterprise drives in RAID 5 and fully saturated a single 5 gigabit port, holding roughly 500 to 520 megabytes per second across AJA and Atto. A 50.5 gigabyte mixed file transfer finished in about 3 minutes, 45 seconds, averaging near 224 megabytes per second. On SSD arrays, sustained figures reached roughly 950 writing and 1020 reading. Now the caveat. TerraMaster advertises that 1020 figure through SMB multi-channel, and TechPowerUp reported multi-channel did not appear to work on their F4-425 Plus sample, while noting 5 gigabit switches are rare and expensive. Also, those 3M.2 slots run at PCIe 3.0 by 1 lane, so they add capacity and responsiveness, not headline SSD speed. Budget for networking, or accept single port throughput. It ships with TOS 7, TerraMaster's current operating system, with Docker Compose, Portainer, VirtualBox virtual machines, trade, snapshots, and worm locking. And you can boot TrueNAS or Unraid instead. TerraMaster lists it at $599.99, currently discounted to $509.99 with a 2-year warranty. Buying note, TerraMaster Direct, Amazon and Newegg, online only, and discounts run often. Number 2, UGREEN NASync DXP4800 Pro. This is the 9.2 gigabit machine from the hook. Dave Mitchell tested it at IT Pro's binary testing lab on a 10 gigabit network with jumbo frames enabled. Iometer returned sequential reads of 9.2 gigabits per second and writes of 8.1. Real-world 25 gigabyte file copies held 3.2 gigabits reading and 2.7 writing. Backing up a 22.4 gigabyte folder of 10,500 small files averaged 1.5 gigabits. Small files are always the hard test, and it held. An ISCSI target produced 9.2 and 7.5. 2 mirrored NVMe SSDs as read-write cache lifted random writes by 123% on the share and 120% on the ISCSI volume. The hardware, a 6-core Intel Core i3-1315U with AV1 decode, 8 gigabytes of DDR5 5600 expandable to 96, 4 SATA bays, 2 PCIe Gen 4 M.2 slots, 1 10 gigabit port plus 1 2.5 gigabit port, HDMI, an SD card reader, and an aluminum shell with a 14 centimeter rear fan that reviewers consistently call quiet. The weakness is software. UGREEN Pro offers around 29 apps for this model, far fewer than Synology or QNAP, and the surveillance package still has not shipped. Warranty is 2 years. No drive brand restrictions though. UGREEN lists it near $680. Buying note, UGREEN Direct, Amazon, Newegg, B&H, online. Number 1, Synology DiskStation DS225 Plus. Android Central priced it at $339 in mid-2026, but check the listing before you buy, because retailer pricing moves. I'll be upfront, this is the weakest hardware here on paper. Intel Celeron J4-125, a 2019 chip, 2 gigabytes of soldered DDR4 with a 6 gigabyte ceiling, 2 bays, 1 2.5 gigabit port, plus 1 gigabit port, no M.2 slots. HowToGeek said plainly that if any other brand shipped these specs in 2026, it would fail. So why number 1? Because for most homes, the specification is not what breaks. NAS Compares measured it under 17 watts loaded and 19.6 decibels idle. Quieter than a refrigerator, cheap to leave on permanently. DSM gives you active backup for business, hyper backup. Synology Drive, and snapshot replication with no license fees, plus a 3-year warranty. Surveillance station is included too, though be clear on this. 2 camera licenses come free and extra cameras need paid license packs. And the big objection is resolved. Synology's 2025 policy blocked third-party drives on this model. In October 2025, DSM 7.3 reversed it. WD Red Plus, Seagate Ironwolf, and Toshiba N. 300 all work again, no warnings, no blocked storage pools. The remaining M.2 restriction is irrelevant here because there are no M.2 slots. Buying note, and this is the important one. Best Buy stocks the DS225 Plus, which none of the other 5 can claim. Pickup depends on your local store, so check availability by zip code first. But if you would rather see the box, ask a person, and handle a return across a counter instead of a shipping label, this is your machine. Not the fastest, the least painful to own. Now the tip, and it may be the most valuable 90 seconds here. Drives are the expensive part of this purchase in 2026, not the enclosure. Reporting through this year put hard drive prices up roughly 46% between September 2025 and January 2026, with trade prices climbing another 10% quarter over quarter in the second quarter of 2026. Western Digital and Seagate have effectively sold their 2026 output to AI data centers, and some lead times stretch close to a year. So, buy fewer, larger CMR drives instead of filling every bay. Better cost per terabyte and room to expand when prices ease. Check enclosure plus drive bundles, which are frequently cheaper than buying separately right now. And never put SMR drives in a NAS. They collapse during RAID rebuilds. That decision saves more money than choosing between any 2 boxes on this list. So, 1 cable and $200 is number 6. 4 bays cheap, number 5. Flash flexibility, number 4. Speed per dollar, 3 and 2. And the calmest, easiest to return, number 1. Match the box to how you shop and how much you store. Price the drives before the enclosure, and you will get this right the first time. Links to every model are in the description, and prices shift weekly, so check before you order. Tell me in the comments which one you are leaning toward.